Lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven, it found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go
alone. What's up, nerds? What? Yeah, I did that. Welcome back to the Aggressively Average Angler podcast and our first inaugural, potentially last episode of Aggressively Average Opinions. An episode where we're going to throw up some stuff on the chat board and you guys get to vote on it. What's the best option out of, whatever we end up putting up there? You guys have no idea what we're about to vote on tonight, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I know that, and that is fact. Before we get into this, first of all, thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate you guys. Happy to have you. Chat, you're a blast. And I love hanging out with you guys every single Wednesday. So make sure you got your notification bell rung so that you know when we are going live every single week. Wednesday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. If any y'all friends are not here, make sure they show up. Go send them a link. Make sure they get in here. This is going to be a lot of fun. And we've got more brackets coming your way. We're going to be heading down south next week. So we're probably going to take a bye week next week. But when we get back, we're going to get Debo back on and Randizzle. And we're going to do at least 2, maybe 3 more brackets. Paul, have we agreed upon? We have agreed upon 3 more brackets.
Minimum.
The minimum is
minimum
3
for this week.
We got to do a bracket on rods. We got to do a bracket on reels. And then potentially the all-inclusive bracket. Like the champs. Of
Berkeley
all of the other
versus
brackets.
pliers.
Sunscreen versus net. Doesn't stand a chance.
Sunglasses versus 13 fishing.
It's gonna be fun, you guys. Just stay tuned for that. As for tonight, if you guys want to support the show for a schmiveaway, we've got a schmiveaway at the end of the show. You guys can support us if you want. There are super chats on the show, and then you can also drop us a 5-star review anywhere that you guys listen to this podcast. That makes a huge difference, more than you would believe. So we appreciate you for considering it. And we're still on track for doing a live in Alabama, correct? Chaz says yes. He is nodding. You guys can't see his nod because this is not that type of medium. He is hidden behind a curtain. So we hopefully will be doing a live, assuming no technical difficulties sabotage us. We'll be live in Alabama. We might also do some Instagram lives on the drive, Paul. I mean, we always say that we're going to do that and then we never do it. Should we just say we're going to do it and then probably not do it again? All right. Idea. Actually do it. We could try. So maybe we'll do some lives on the way down. We're going to see what will happen along the way. So for tonight, we're going to do a Q the D, then we'll get into it. The way it's going to work is we're going to call out a topic, a collection of things, right? And then we're going to put it up in chat to be voted on. You guys are going to choose the best, in your opinion, comma space man, what do you feel is the best of whatever we're voting on? Okay. There's going to be some fishing related stuff, some non-fishing related stuff, and mostly just a heck ton of fun with our fishing pals. All right. So let's do a Q of the D, a little warm up, and we'll get into this. Take it away, guy.
I think that before getting to Q of the D, that one, you guys need to give us some this or that's, and we will prioritize those. That's required reading. All right. Q of the D.
Required reading.
Best Halloween costume that you saw on Halloween night. And if you didn't see one that was memorable or cool, what's the best costume that you've ever done yourself?
So our Halloween, if you remember all the way back to last night, Paul, was a whiteout experience because it was snowing like crazy.
Chilly.
So it was cold. And the thing about Michigan is like you get if you're at an indoor party, that's where you see like the actualization of those costumes, and you're like, oh, this is what it's meant to be. And if you're out trick-or-treating, typically in Michigan, it's a snowsuit that has maybe blood on it, and you're like, all right, cool. Like, love your costume.
My
maybe
kid was Squirtle. Was Squirtle, and he had
Rad.
snow pants on underneath his Squirtle costume, and he had a jacket over it, and he didn't wear the mask because he had a hat and he didn't feel like it. So he was a kid wearing light blue pants.
I love it.
How was that?
It's clutch. It's just par for the course in Michigan, man. That's what happens. I posted a story last night.
Berkey had a full bodysuit.
Yeah.
With matching mittens and hat, all purple unicorn with kitty ears and the kitty tail poking out the bottom of the jacket. That was the whole
perfect. Clutch. That's the way it goes. My kids were my youngest was a zombie cheerleader. Olivia was a zombie cheerleader. So so she had some black fleece pants underneath, so you could actually see that, and then like a big pink coat over top. So it was like zombie cheerleader, pink fleece coat, like how it goes. And then my oldest Emma, you get it. So Emma was Elle or 11 from Stranger Things, and she was a spot on Elle when we did like a fall festival at the school. So like
amazing.
Actualized costume was perfect. She walked around with an Eggo box, Eggo waffles, and I was like, oh my gosh, she came up with the whole thing herself. It was great.
Mint.
So great costume. I will put that down. I will actually put that down as like go-to. If you go to season 1 or 2 of Stranger Things and you watch it, like that is what my daughter looks like. Specifically is when
very true.
Yeah, it was like when when Elle at the end of season 1 or whatever, she's like running through the woods. Everybody thinks she disappeared, right? And then Hopper finds her. She's wearing that dress with like the white lace lining. It's like a pink dress, and then she's got a blue coat over top of that, and then the short hair. And then she's like, hungering for those Eggo waffles. So she's just like trying to eat Eggo waffles. That is the costume. And she nailed it with like the high 80s socks and the Chucks.
Tube socks.
Yep. So I'll put that down as best costume. It was great. I was super proud of that. Because I didn't see that many great ones otherwise. Everybody was bundled up. So it just is what it is.
I saw someone dressed as like the $10 flashlights, the LED flashlights. They had a metal looking flashlight on their head with LEDs all around it. And then they had black otherwise. So like the black cheap flashlight, that was it. I was like, oh my god, that's incredible. Like, first of all, it's like you just drew the name out of a hat of like a thing, and then you're like, be that, and they're like, all right, bet. And then they like and then nail it. It'd be like someone be like, be a sponge, and you're like, got
it's
it.
It's a game of Pictionary. Like you played Pictionary, and they're like, Nick, that a costume.
And she crushed it. Like I knew it. She had the clip like on the side and had like the button on the back. It was amazing. I was extremely impressed.
Probably one of my,
that was it for me. By far most creative. Like by far.
So one of my favorites from TikTok was the creator Jax Sings. She makes songs.
Yes.
And she's been on talk shows and stuff. So she's made some really popular songs. Her and her boyfriend were Taylor Swift, and then Travis Kelce being put on the map by Taylor Swift. Like with the NFL stuff going on. So the boyfriend was Taylor Swift, right? And then she was a map of the United States of America. And then she slapped Travis Kelce's face on the map.
That's
and he just goes,
that's
He's a well-known NFL star. What are you talking about? Oh man, so that's pretty clutch.
That's pretty legit.
I mean, Taylor put him on the map. I mean, it is what it is. Nobody knew who he was.
It's
before.
Really not.
Nobody heard of the NFL.
His lifetime earnings as an NFL player, with all royalties and endorsement deals and everything in between, would equal 6 months 5%. Of this year for her.
Yeah,
it's not even a. Oh, she'd be like
obliterating him.
A popularity contest. It would 5-minute competition, 2-minute competition.
Yeah, it's not. It's not close. No. But people like to argue that it is. Anyways, let's jump in. Let's do it. Also, Debo's called out that Pliers is the dark horse pick, and that's a clutch choice.
Always has been dark horse pick for me. No one cares. Everyone's just like the first thing ditched.
They cared.
Like, you say that.
No. They did. The votes were close.
The first time we did it, Pliers didn't make it out of the second round. I haven't seen a single this or that. Y'all, I'm looking for a couple this or that's. I don't even want to start until we see some this or that's.
I don't know if they got the assignment. Let me help them with the assignment. All right, chat. Here's the deal. If you have a good...
Oh, I just saw one.
Yes, there it is. This versus that. Like if you have something that you want us to vote on, and I'll give you guys our first one that we're going to vote on for the night to give you some help with this. You guys throw your ideas
up. They gave it to us.
They gave what? What are we doing?
They gave us one. I put it in. Is it
all
okay?
Right.
Here it is.
Let's do this first one.
This or that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet snacks, or that would be this, or salty snacks would be that. This or that. Right.
Chaz is going to put it up in chat so you guys can vote on it. And I'm assuming then sweet and salty snacks are like not allowed. So we're taking that out.
Yeah, that's not a no.
Because they're sweet and salty.
It's not okay. This or that or these.
Chaz, that says
sweat.
That. Sweat snacks. These are not. You guys don't read that as sweat snacks.
Are you saying sweaty snacks?
What are
Can
sweaty
I have
snacks?
A sweaty snack.
Sweaty snack would
be
like
disgusting.
Okay, so Paul, when you're on a long
don't explain what those are. Everyone knows.
Do you eat those jelly beans? Like, are you a endurance, like a gel fuel kind of guy? You don't eat on your long runs, do you? You're a
no, I don't.
Well,
no, that's not true. I have a Slurpee on my.
Aha! A Slurpee.
True.
do you drink it out of a beer hat? Because that would make it way better.
I would be renowned.
Can you get a Camelback? Very impressive. You fill a Camelback with a icy Slurpee.
You know what? I can't see how that would hurt.
You know what?
I think it'd be how it would hurt.
Chaz, don't worry about it. We forgive you. So sweat snacks or salty snacks, people? Sweet.
I'm trying to write all these down. I got so many.
Sweet or salty? Everybody's coming up with these ideas, and they're very much food related.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% salty snacks. I think sweet snacks are fine. They have their place.
Yeah, I'm going team salty, and I am often feeling salty, anyways. So it goes hand in hand. Team salt. Let's go. And salt is crushing.
So where are you?
Right where am I?
What is the sweet snack of choice if you have to have a sweet one?
I mean, the only thing I can think of for sweet snacks is like candy. So it's like, do you like the
what about
Chex
ice cream?
Mix?
What about
hang on.
What about like caramel popcorn?
Sure.
There's like a million. There's a trillion.
See, but not really, because I like the Lakeshore mix. I'm the cheddar and caramel corn mix, sweet and salty together. I don't usually split these two up if I don't have to. But that
okay,
said,
so you wouldn't pick a meat stick over a red vine.
That said, as I was about to say, I'm not typically picking the sweet snack, period. So I would pick the meat stick over that. My preference, though, is can I have sweet and salty? Like, so if the sweet's coming along, like it's coming in with somebody else. I don't know why
we keep bringing up these. It's this or that.
I know.
This or that.
Oh, it doesn't need to be this or that specifically. There could be multiple options that we can vote on. All right, so
Twizzlers,
salty
or
crushed it.
Red Vines. Yeah, salty. It was a runaway. 65% v 34%.
Twizzlers or Red Vines?
Twizzlers v Red Vines. I don't care.
I feel like I
have to
have
pick,
no
which
vote
it feels like I
here.
do. I think Twizzlers are sickly sweet. They make me
If I had to
physically
vote,
ill.
yeah, red
It's
vine.
going to be red vines.
All right.
Although the Twizzlers pull and peel, do you remember those?
Mm-hmm.
10
The
times.
one
So if
wasn't it
it's
like
Twizzlers pull
a
and peel, I will be pull and I will be peel.
yeah. Being, being able to pull those apart for some reason made it better. I don't know why. Team
It was a
Twizzlers
totally
coming
different
out
flavor.
hot.
It wasn't like hyper grossy sweet. It was like
Right.
much more
It was
chill.
much more
Different. Chilled out.
Yeah, so
They were
in this
softer.
context though, I'm saying red vines. So do you guys have anybody in your family who like you go on a road trip and they buy like that one giant bag of some random weird snack? So for example, my dad likes to get the rolled gold pretzel rods. Like he'll just crush rolled gold pretzel rods. The other option,
No flavors, just salt.
just salt. The other option he has is good and plenty's. That's black licorice, y'all. Yeah. That's what a psycho eats. My dad is
Ew.
psychotic.
What a sick man.
And I would just have to go on road trips
guy.
with this guy and be like, yo, what are you doing?
I would literally buy him a plane ticket and be like, I'll see you there, my dude. Just to not deal with nowhere.
So my
Oh,
stepdad,
God,
yeah.
I've bought you a plane. It's gonna crash.
Oh no. So my stepdad though, he will grab a bag of Twizzlers, like, and they'll just hammer Twizzlers.
Ugh.
And I've tried to get on board. So it's in the car, right? This is when I'm a kid. We're all going on a road trip to Florida. This is something Michigan people do. 24-hour drive. You do it overnight. You take turns driving, right? Super fun. Anyways, so yeah. So we got the bag of Twizzlers, and I'll grab one every now and then. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Nasty, dude.
So I'm not on
board.
board.
Nasty. So,
but
Dub D's. I don't know how you knew this. He says Twizzlers are strawberry, but the pull and peel are cherry flavored. And then Debo says he likes the sweaty Twizzlers. So there's always that. All right, next question.
Super rad.
we did get a slew of this or that. So we're gonna go to the next one. By the way, Twizzlers in a runaway with red vine 66-33, which technically is only 99%. We're still mad about it. Coffee,
only you are.
or energy drinks. Coffee or energy drinks. Which way are we going on this one?
This is where chat's gonna get split.
Here's what's tough. Here's where the rubber's hitting the road for me. This is the problem. I enjoy an energy drink. It's an ADHD cheat code. If you need to like,
it's a reward.
Boost your productivity at like, it's a reward at like 10:55 Eastern. You know, you gotta get like a bunch of stuff done. Like coffee is disgusting after 11 o'clock. All that being said, first thing in the morning, you know, I've got my daughter in my arms. I'm walking down. I can't see. I don't know where I am. I know right where the button for the coffee is. I'm like Pavlov's dog. Beep, boop, bop, coffee. Like I know right where it is, and it's delicious. So if you made me pick, I'd pick energy drink actually.
You were about to go coffee.
I need ADHD. I know. I need ADHD productivity much more than I need a boost in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not close. It's really not close. Anything that I can manage my ADHD is going to be way more useful than like a perk up in the morning. Do not need it.
If it was one or the other forever, I gotta go energy drink. I'm with you. The whole Pavlov dog. Like I love to have my coffee in the morning, and so does chat. 70% to 29% with 41 votes. Just coffee trounced energy drinks. But I'm with you. I would go energy drinks over coffee. I love both, but I can't have both in this case.
I certainly love both. Yeah, I mean, that's how I self-medicate. That's how we keep ourselves. That's how we keep ourselves even on an even keel here.
Speaking of energy drinks, Cody drinking that purple NOS, straight diesel, E85 to the gullet. Like what?
R.I.P. to your intestines.
Purple NOS.
All right.
Listen,
purple.
I don't
NOS,
yelk
man.
other people's yum often. Dang.
I'm just concerned. I have nervous energy about your pancreas. All right. Next one up is going to be Crocs or barefoot.
Wait, what? How did this get in here?
Look, the people wanted
Crocs.
It. Like Chaws, this one's for you.
Chaws will vote barefoot. Look, go for it.
Barefoot is great. Barefoot has its time.
Wait. Okay,
bedtime. Bedtime would be the
circumstances.
Crocs time. The beach would be. I'm getting there.
Okay, go ahead.
Beach. Beach, bed. That's what I've got so far.
A lot. Beach.
I don't know where else.
For barefoot.
What else? At what other point is Croc or barefoot an option? The pool.
I like
the
to
pool,
be
it's
barefoot.
got to be Crocs. I want to prevent. Foot illness,
fungus. So I would
fungi.
say fungi depends on the pool. I'm just a fun guy, man. So Crocs though versus barefoot in the kayak. If it's summer, I like to be barefoot.
Oh,
I pop the Crocs. Crocs get popped off.
But if
so
I
that's
have
why I was
only
like,
one option, it's going to be Croc though, right?
because you're gonna need it when you hop out, right? Like so.
Yeah.
Sure. If it's one or the other, I'll go Crocs.
I like my feet.
You're gonna be gritty at the beach.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
gonna go Crocs. I'm just gonna go the safe route. I don't know. I see where we were going with the pedaling. I like that. Fair enough. That is one of the places. But Crocs in a runaway versus your own skin, 62%. So there's
Flesh,
always that.
Overrated.
My own flesh versus foam, colored foam. We'll go colored foam in the shape of a shoe. Okay. Next, we will go beer versus wine. This is. I can't believe this was an option. But I guess we have to. The people want to know.
Choices are being made.
Wine is disgusting. I don't know.
Beer versus wine. I'm going beer.
It's gonna
Team
be.
Beer.
Yeah, it's beer all day.
Beer's gonna trounce wine with this.
Joshua Simonson immediately came in with the wine. I don't even drink that much, but it's like
John Van Dyke wins.
The number of times.
Whiskey.
What?
John Van Dyke says whiskey.
It's not.
Winner.
It's not this, that, or the. It's just this or that. It's just this or that. It's this or that.
That's where you're wrong, bro, Chacho. The people have spoken.
You guys are killing me. They didn't ask, bro.
They make the rules, bro. Whiskey over everything.
Chaws, the wizard makes the rules, dude.
Chaws,
okay.
You can overrule this. What do you think?
Yeah, you can
beer,
do whatever
wine,
you want.
or whiskey.
You're in charge. What do you think Chaws is gonna pick? Mountain Dew energy drinks.
If it's not a Busch Latte or an alcoholic
Mountain Dew, he's gonna pick Mountain Dew
Loco.
energy beers.
There it is.
Look there.
Mountain
See,
Dew.
he's got one right there.
All right. Well, beer is crushing it. Obviously, wine's fine.
Well,
I like wine every now and then. But beer.
I don't. It's like very rare.
Oh yeah, I'm talking extreme rarity. But Chaz, you're a dinner wine kind of guy. What's your go-to wine, Chaz?
Duckhorn.
What? I need to know. The bitter wine? What? It's called bitter wine? They were really crushing the marketing.
I got an idea. We'll name it crap wine.
Horrible wine.
Love it.
We're gonna sell out.
While we're on the wine train, while Charles looks up his favorite wine.
Chaz is a Malbec guy. You like a Shiraz, Cabernet Sauvignon, maybe a Pinot Noir? No, all right, let's move on.
I'm literally having a. Okay, so the next one,
red box or white box?
I bumped one up. Someone added one in. Yeah, someone added one in. We have Elijah Craig.
Elijah
whiskey, or we all have the Buffalo Trace, which is also a whiskey. So 2 whiskeys for all the people who decided that it was this, that, or these. So now we're on to these.
But you got to pick one of these two. You can't be like, oh, this other one. Like, no.
I'd like to have Jack Daniel's Triple Barrel. Not an option. Okay.
Like, Pappy Van Winkle. No, it's not on the table.
Me too. I like $1,000 bills. All right, we are going.
That.
I am gonna go with. It's got to be the Trace, man.
Trace.
There's nothing wrong with Elijah Craig. This is choosing between 2 giants in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Trace guy. It's great for shots. It's not that expensive. It is Kentucky bourbon, straight whiskey, and it is very good. So I will go with Buffalo Trace. I don't feel awful about splashing a little Canadian Club on top either. Like, it's not a big deal.
You don't
not
feel
Club.
Awful
Canadian
because it's not a
put
super...
a cheaper whiskey right on top. I would put I don't feel bad about that at all. No, I meant
you just blend them all up, dude.
Canada Dry. Little Canada Dry on
I was
top,
like,
not a problem for
what?
me. Like, I don't think you're gonna get in trouble. Yeah. What I
Little
do is I take
Crown.
this very good whiskey and I pour a little tequila on top, and
Canada
then I go to bed
Mist.
for hours.
Just Canada Mist on top of the trays. Woo! Wow.
No, you don't, Chaz. No one on this earth prefers a scotch. There's literally nobody.
Chaz likes liquid peat moss.
If
It's
you
his
don't
favorite
bring
thing.
if you don't bring scotch whiskey and drink it in front of me with a straight face, I will call you a liar. I'm going to
You're
see
a
you in a
liar.
week. I will
right,
see you in a week.
Close the poll. We're moving off of alcohol. Let's move into other stuff.
All right.
So Trace takes it by a mile.
Yeah, that was a runaway. 89%, really 90 if you take the extra percent that this calculator won't give us. We will go ahead and move on to pro sports versus college sports.
Oh,
this
boy.
is actually for me very difficult. I have passionate views about this. I'm a huge sports nerd, and I think that pro sports are wonderful because they build up the drama. It's at the highest elite levels. It's also on at all the right times. It's on the right nights of the week. I love it.
Right.
I'm thinking mostly football. Pro basketball, kind of a slog. Don't love it, but the betting is very nice. Much better for pro than college. I like all the alternate pro sports are also very much better. I actually like watching pro golf. It's actually super fun. So college golf, don't really care. College football and college basketball though are like unquestionably the most fun to watch. So if I had to pick one, it's probably going to be pro in general. But like college basketball, it almost can't be beat. College basketball is something that's unbelievably fun. It's so good. It is so good. And realistically, when you take the refs that much further out of it, because the refs in the college game are totally different than the pros, the college games are just freaking awesome. I love college sports. So this one's really hard. If you made me pick one forever, it's going to be pro, just because like the drama on it is incredible and there's just more of it. College sports, though, they're so good. If it was like college football versus pro football, I would be struggling hard.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. Not the opposite. I'm neither. So I have to pick one for the vote here. I don't watch either of these. But I guess I would say college. Like if I ever find myself watching a sport, regardless of where I am, it's probably college.
You're in trouble. Blink twice.
Why? Why am I blinking?
How many times do you watch sports a year?
Me? Once.
Yeah.
Twice. Max. I've been kidnapped, most likely. You're right. I'm probably tied to a chair.
I never get to. That's what I'm saying. Blink twice. What are we doing here?
I got you. I am in danger. College sports. I would say if I had to pick one, that's what I'm going with. It seems like chat is really fighting this out.
We
go up and down with votes.
51, 52, 47.
What?
I do think college sports just took it. I think college sports just took. Well, it was commanding lead. It's just been, it's 50-50 again. All right, we're going to do the 5 count. 5, get your votes in. 4,
somebody decide
college.
This vote.
3, speak for your city. 2, speak for your friends. 1, close it. Close the poll.
Oh, pro won.
What
51-48.
Did they win?
Yeah, pro pulled it out.
It is.
Squeaked it by.
I'm surprised, but not really. I mean, it's really, not everyone has got. That's tough, man.
It's the NFL
tough
Taylor's
stuff.
edition.
Good. Tightest one yet. Honestly, the tightest since Burly versus who was it? Burly versus
Z-Man?
What was the one that was going? It went back and forth for 90 votes. No, it wasn't Z-Man. It was the other giant, Strike King. Burly versus Strike King. Was that what it was?
Oh, that's right. We all had a tough time with that.
Was it Strike King?
I think so.
I don't
that was the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it was very difficult. 50. It was 50-50 the whole way. It actually came down to a council vote. So Debo had to make a call. It was very difficult for everyone involved. We all had our heartstrings snapped. All right. Next one. 0 sugar or sugar-free. Those are not the same thing. Sugar-free, you've just removed the sugar. Tastes like garbage. 0 sugar, replaced it with chemicals. Tastes different. So which one are we going here? 0 sugar, sugar-free. I'm team End My Life Earlier. 0 sugar.
Yeah. Same. You're the Coke Zero guy.
Just
Dr.
Just
Pepper.
rip the soul right out of my body. Don't need it.
What do you need a soul for exactly anyways? Does anybody know?
What exactly is a pancreas? What is the lower intestine, and why do I need it?
Oh yeah, you're right. Paul's
that joke
part gender,
doesn't bother
so
people anymore.
That's because you don't have a soul.
Included.
If you had a soul, it would bother you. But that's
would it?
We don't need it anymore because we drink zero sugar. Joshua Simonson. I'm Wilford Brimley, and I want to talk to you about diabetes.
Diabetes.
I got the diabetes. Wow, zero sugar, kind of squeaking it out. 58-42. It's closer than I thought.
It out. What is vote? Folks who are voting sugar free. On what ground are you standing on?
Solid.
What precarious like a piece of floating ice are you perched on top of? Like, what are you?
What would you say is the main flavor difference? Because I'm not out here pop tasting right now. So like,
not pop tasting. Think of candy. Sugar free candy is
gross.
Just
disgusting.
A biscuit.
Sawdust.
It's not. Yeah. It's not a candy.
A biscuit.
That's
what the UK calls
sugar,
cookies. But yeah,
you idiots. A zero sugar would be like replaced with all these chemicals and
every chemical you can think
poison.
Of. Yeah,
and it tastes very similar but slightly off, but still really good. So again,
fair enough.
What ground are we perched on here? I mean, I think it's got to be
jagged. Uneven.
Team high fructose corn syrup, high fructose. Bring it on! Like that's me for life.
All right, so zero sugar wins.
39% of you rounding up to 40. I'm concerned for your lives. I don't know.
Well, they're not
happening
because they're healthier. Have you guys ever had like those? Have you had those sugar-free the Smart Sweets? They're like usually Target sells them. They're a bit
the white bags. The white bag?
Yeah, but they have like Swedish Fish. They have like Sour Patch Kids. They have like all that. They have peach rings. So the sugar-free stuff, whatever they're using, makes it extra chewy, squishy, sticky, gross. Like it gets stuck to all of your teeth, right? You gotta form a mouth guard out of it, like on your teeth and in your gums. Yeah, because whatever they're using, that's sugar-free. It's freaking gross, and it
sounds really horrible. Very. Too. Not a difficult call, at least for this guy right here. So, next one. This one's a little more challenging. Kitech, which someone's complaining it wasn't in the they were wondering why it wasn't in the tournament bracket because they only make like one thing. Yes. They do that one thing very well, but like that's all they make. So, Kitech versus War Eagle. This one's actually kind of tough.
Hang on. Kitech actually makes jigs and stuff too. But the reason any brand you were like somebody got real mad about reaction innovations, I think, and the only reason any of these brands didn't make it is because we ran out of room. That's it. That's all it was. You got to remember this was for fun,
I mean, guys. We could have slotted them in over Hedden, but Hedden has like multiple legendary baits.
Sure,
Kitech does not. They have great baits. Love Kitech. Got a bunch of them. But like
really good.
It's not really in competition.
Some pretty solid jigs.
Anyways, Kitech, King of Paddle Tails. They have some tertiary things they're known for. The swimmer or War Eagle, known for their spinner baits, known for their jigs, known for their value. As is Kitech. This is a challenge. I gotta say, I think Kitech is less replaceable, but like it's neck and neck. War Eagle, you could argue, is actually probably
lots of good spinner baits out there.
So,
yeah,
there are millions of good spinner baits, but like War Eagle, hard to replace. Kitech, there's a trillion paddle tails out there. There really are. Kitech makes some of the best in the right sizes, so it's probably War Eagle for me. I'm gonna switch back. I'll go War. I will go Eagle, War
Eagle of War. So War
like
Eagle spinner baits are a really high value. Like they're pretty hard to beat.
So are their jigs. They come in a freaking 2-pack. The hell?
I'm going War Eagle on this one. Kitech, I like a lot of their stuff. If I had to pick one, I guess I'd go War Eagle on this. This is a tough one. This is another tough neck and neck battle. 51-49%.
It's 49-51.
Kitech is leading.
All right, we're doing the countdown. We gave you your time. Kitech is in the lead. You guys
can they hold it?
Do whatever you got to do, but you got 5 seconds. You have 4 seconds. Now you're down to 3. Oh my God, there's 2. Get your votes in. 1. All right. 1 1/4. 1 3/8. Go. Call it. Pull it. All right, Kitech wins 51%. You guys are wrong. It's fine. It
Wow.
happens. I get it. We all make mistakes.
You guys
Okay.
are wrong. It's fine.
Well, our opinions are relevant. We've said this many times on the show. We're not important. It's all about you guys. So obviously we are wrong.
Somebody called this next one out. I put it on the list. I love it. Somebody thinks like we do. All right, go for it.
I like it. So next one would be largie, also known as the largemouth, also known as the big mouth bass, versus the smallie, otherwise known as the small jaw, little jaw. What? Bass. So we have the largemouth versus the smallmouth. Come on, that was good. It's already at 50. It's instant battle.
I'm excited.
You know what's kind of not fair for a smallmouth? There's probably a lot of people who have never even seen a smallmouth in real life. Yeah, because they don't have them. So like a large portion of the country doesn't even have an opportunity to get after. Well, I was about to say the flip side of that is the large majority of the audience is probably in the Midwest with this show in particular. And we talk a lot about smallmouth. I have one on my freaking hat right now.
You do.
So do.
And people who follow that guy
surprised to see
like him.
Smallmouth take this one. Smallmouth in general. This is why this one is so tough. The average to large smallmouth is way more fun to catch than the average largemouth bass. It's not close. It's really not.
But then
here's the thing: the top 5% or 10% of largemouth. Oh dang! A 10-pound smallmouth, a 7-pound smallie, which is a monster. I would probably have to go with a 10-pound largie, even at that point. This is really hard. I have a personal soft spot for the bronze back. I love seeing the tiger stripes, so I will choose smallmouth. I will choose smallmouth. My heart of hearts knows if I could choose one fish to catch, 10-pound or like 11-pound largemouth versus a 7-pound smallmouth, I would pick the largemouth.
Really? Just to get the double digit? I mean,
not for like, this is not about collections. This is about like which fish do I want to hoist out of the water? It's the largemouth. That huge, gigantic
for the double
largemouth.
digits. Yeah. Like if your goal is size, you just want to catch a gigantic fish, you have a better shot with largies. Yeah. But smallies, in my opinion, fight better. Like it's just a way more fun catch.
No, 100%. But you've never caught a 10-pound largemouth. You don't know.
I'm gonna catch one next week.
Like that could be like I don't even know.
Stay tuned.
Hopefully I don't even know.
Happening.
So it's largie in
Smalley wins
on 49 votes. Smalley takes it 55-44.
Yeah.
A little surprised, not upset, but a little surprised. This next one, this one is tough. So we have it is Hobie or native. Now, typically we would give you all the caveats on why you can't compare the two because they don't make the same things and blah blah blah. I will just go ahead and I will just say it. It's the Hobie 360 Pro Angler versus the native Titan, which we've never been in. The new one, the Titan X to be specific. Those are two comparable models, not comparable for price, really. I mean, they're close-ish, but they're like 50% differential. So the native is much cheaper. The native, however, doesn't come with the 360 drive. So, Jeffrey, which way are you leaning right now? Let's pause reality and pretend like there's not an issue with you getting a replacement on a 360 drive.
There's the caveat.
Yeah, let's pause reality. Let's
pretend Hobie's not dissolving in front of all of our faces.
They're not
transitioning to a
they're like a Halloween costume that you've worn in the rain for too long. It is dissolving before your eyes. What are you
costumes in Michigan last night, like in the wet snow
what
that
I'm talking about.
Just eroding. Okay.
Just bye.
If Hobie wasn't destroying themselves and turning into a sunglasses brand specifically, versus native as they are now, I've never been in a native, like not even fished out of one. So that is really tough. Yeah, it is.
Not a Titan X, but you've been in a native.
Which one?
We were just in the 14-footer with tall seat. The 360 swivel seat on the lake like 3 months ago.
That wasn't a native. That was a new canoe.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was
I've never been in a native.
Which now that I think about it,
it is pretty much the same seat, sure. But regardless of that, I've never been in a native. They look really well built. And the Hobie 360, the Pro Angler 14 foot is just overbuilt. It's built over whatever that is. So, I mean, as much as I want to get away from it, it's really tough. You know what? Like, but price wise, I could build so much more on a native platform. So I don't know. Now I'm shaking my head at myself. I feel like maybe dip my toe in another pond. Maybe go for the native. Just because I could build it up however I want.
You would have to have a motor on it in order
I would want that.
in order to make it competitive. Without and it is more expensive than a Hobie with a motor. So once you add 3,500 for a motor, it's more expensive because then you got the battery and everything else. So
dumping 3,500 on it, yeah.
No, I know,
sure.
But it's if it was just naked, there's no competition. It's not even close.
Yeah, just a base boat, sure.
I'm going Hobie. I mean, if you add the motor, now think of it this way: what if you added? What if it's a electronicked out Hobie? Flat cost to a Titan X with a motor, but no electronics. Which one would you pick?
I love my electronics, so that'd be really hard to let go of. It's the Hobie.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough. Like, I feel like that's a tougher question than maybe what it initially gets credit for on the surface, because as nice as the Titan X is, if you were stuck with a prop drive, that's a lot of boat to be stuck with a prop drive.
True.
It's a lot. That's a lot of boat.
Yeah.
It's long. It's huge.
But you haven't ridden it, so we don't know, how she rides. So 100%. We have to find out. Let's go to this next one, because I want there to be blood in the streets on this next one. I think.
we're gonna watch the world burn. All right, but Native took it. Native in a runaway, 81 to 18, which by the way is mathematically impossible.
Hobie haters,
so stupid.
99%
81 to 19%, but we're alternate reality here. 81 to 18%. Hobie just absolutely got washed. Just got taken out and washed. The people have spoken. Native is better. All right, next one. We are going Shimano. You guys guessed it. It's Shimano, or is it Daiwa? Which one are you going? Now, this is the total catalog. Rods, reels, all of it. So don't just think reels. Rods and reels are both included, right?
Both
now,
have great
Shimano,
options.
what are the nice? Oh, I guess there are some really nice. There's some super high-end Shimano rods. They've got the extra, the Ultima that just came out, the Poison. So there's some super nice.
You got a couple.
Yeah, you're right.
No, they have the super, super high end, but they also have the middle range as well, pretty locked. Like, they have some solid options.
I guess I don't even really
know. From the SLX to the Corrado,
have to
the rods and the reels.
I'm looking at
the rods too.
Oh, those rods?
Same name. Yeah.
I'm going.
Now they have line too. Is it the Mastiff line? Is that them? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I think that's them. Anyways,
I think I have to go Daiwa.
They also both have baits, so they both have lures.
That's true, and the Shimano baits that I've gotten are pretty nice. Okay, so the Experide, the SLX, which you knew about, the Intenza, which I forget, the Zodius, which I also forgot about, the Adrena, which is I've heard is an extremely, extremely nice rod, and then the Ultima. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely Team Daiwa, 100%.
Did you just read off a bunch of Shimano stuff and then say,
I did. Yeah, I looked. Yep, I looked at it all. It's all very nice and very good.
Yeah,
and I'm 100% Team Daiwa.
Yeah. So this is another interesting scenario. Like, I've used your Daiwa Tatulas once or twice, and that's pretty much it. And I know that the Fuego is a fantastic spinning reel, but other than that, I have no other experience with Daiwa. So I guess I'm Shimano. I mean, I have plenty of Shimano items that I have purchased over the years and I have enjoyed. Are they like the best of the best? Not really, but I like them a lot. And I guess I would kill to get a hold
of a Steez. I think that there's a ton of. I think Shimano wins on the reels. I think Daiwa wins on the rods. That's just my outside opinion.
Maybe
I like the lineup for the Daiwas, and when I look at the grips for the Daiwas, they take the dub just right off the bat. I just look at those grips and I'm like, yeah, that's the way I'm going. I think the Tatula rods are also they're actually value
fantastic.
So
it's tough.
You can't lose on this one. Shimano wins. I can't argue with it. You can't argue with it. It's a great pick. Shimano wins 61-38. This is like, this feels like the 300. I just lost at the hot gates. We're all dead. Shimano won. We knew it was going to happen, but Daiwa put up a good fight. I like it.
You tried to fight in the shade, didn't work out. Those were arrows.
Fought in the shade, and you're dead. You died in the shade.
You're
Okay,
dead.
I'll die in the shade. All right, bow mount. What was that, Chaz? You just said something thoroughly inappropriate. Okay, bow mounted motor, bow mounted motor v stern mounted motor. So front or back?
Bow or stern, front or back mount. What are we doing, folks? I think like the popular option right now is definitely the stern, the rear mounted.
Yeah.
Although you see plenty of models set up to have the bow mount. And we looked at the Titan X. They had it with both. They had both mounted. That thing was built.
We're back to this, that, or these. This is not these. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Relax, man. We're just walking through.
Calm down. You calm down.
I will not calm down. So we're at ICAST. You remember they had the bow mount and
I was
the rear
there.
mount
Yeah, it was
on
great.
the Torqeedo. Were you? You were there, dude? Why didn't we meet up? We could have gone to Five Guys.
We should. I was just gonna say we should have gotten burgers.
Can you put a burger on my burger?
Oh my God.
All right. So I've seen, the bow mount, seen the rear mounted motors. My preference would be the rear mounts. I mean, after getting into
what about the Old Town?
I hear you, and that's that's not bow mounted technically. That's through hull.
I'm just
sorry, but
conceptually,
it's a different option.
It's the same idea. So you have been in a bow mounted and you loved it.
Close to a bow mounted.
I did like it.
I did like it.
You loved it.
As I was gonna say, we got into Jeff Little's Light Tackle 2 with the rear mount. Yeah. It was fast. It turned on a dime. I was like, why would I need anything else? Like, that's great. And then it's all out of the way too. It's behind.
I know. I have like almost no interest in a trolling motor for my, like in the front mount.
Right up front. Motor. Yeah.
I have almost no interest in that. Like basically zero. You know what I hated about that setup in the Old Town? It ate up all the cockpit.
It takes up a lot of room.
Thing. Yep. It really, and that hurt. I didn't like it. So I like the nice open space. I really do. It's a big deal for me. Like a huge, like top consideration up there with seat. So, but I totally and hat.
But like, so where's my bait graveyard gonna go if I have all this motor?
Where am I gonna put this pile of dead baits? So I really do have a tough time like moving on from that. So I'm gonna go with the stern, but I respect other people's opinions. A man, and stern mounted has crushed bow mount.
Oh yeah, wow, 61 to 80 or 61% to 38%. It's pretty good margin there.
No, that's a wreckage. That is a wreckage.
Where are we going? Are we going to this one next? Yeah. Hey,
can you do that one? I'm gonna go back and pull some of these.
Everybody got candy last night, right? Like, I mean, hopefully you did if you're living your life. Personally, I live in the middle of nowhere. I lucked out. My kids got tons of candy last night. We met up with some neighbor friends I have now that like know the joint, and we went all around. Also met somebody who watches our show who was there with those kids. His name's Kyle. So what's up, Kyle, if you're watching this live? And he was like, hey, you're from Aggressively Average Anglers. And I was like, hey, this has never happened in my life. What's up? Anyways, so candy wise, we're gonna put two titans of the sugar and the chocolate up against each other right now. Reese's or Snickers. It's like, it kind of depends on what you're hankering for, right? Because like Reese's has that, fake peanut butter that tastes amazing in its own way, right? Like it's a flavor peanut butter you don't get anywhere else. And Snickers just gets played out to me. Like everybody gives you Snickers. It's in every combo bag at the store. I've had 1 billion Snickers this year already. I personally like Snickers a lot. I don't think I can get away from Reese's. It's also, that's an S, not a C, Chaz, but that's okay. Recess. Recess. Did you guys ever watch Recess as kids?
Recess.
Great cartoon. Great cartoon.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with
We're just torturing Chaz with this spelling tonight.
Here's the problem with Reese's. Here's the thing with Reese's. That's horrible. They let you down so fast. You come in with this high expectation of a high quality delicious treat. You leave with like wet Smuckers. It's just not good. It's just dude. It's
Smuckers
Yeah, it's like a
is
gooey
wet
mess.
because
It's a
it's
gooey
jelly.
mess. It's disgusting. And like the chocolate is never up to
Yeah.
par, and it's always old. Now, the reason I voted Reese's, because I like a Snickers. I think Snickers
Sure. I love
gets
Snickers.
a bad rap. But I've seen a million. It's because you've seen a million because they're all good. They're always good. Like, you ever get a Snickers like it's bad? It never happens. They're always quality. They're good.
Great marketing.
Great marketing.
Hungry?
And you know what?
Grab a
Like,
Snickers.
totally true. Like, you had a shit day. Like,
Just grab a Snickers.
you're letting yourself down. You need to
Yeah.
get picked up. Have Snickers, my dude. You're gonna feel like $1,000,000. Now, here's the thing though about Reese's. If you know the codes, if you know how to navigate the real world, you can just go buy Reese's when they're fresh. Now you have to buy the little cups in the current
Holiday bag.
season holiday packaging, and you'll have the experience of a lifetime. You'll never get away from Reese's. You'll never be able to buy anything else. And every Reese's you have after that will just be a ghost of a memory of the one you just ate because they're that good.
I don't know if you sold it well enough, but Chad believes you. 70-30 right now with 47
They know.
votes.
And that's with 90% of the Reese's out there just being dirt. Just glorified dirt. And
still trouncing Snickers.
Just still crushing Snickers. Sorry, Snickers. You came to play knife to a gunfight. I don't know.
Chaz, close it. Go to the next one. All right, so Reese's wins. Reese's crushes it.
We're still rocking 49 votes per.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with this so far.
You guys,
we're doing good.
We're going to speed it up, so get your votes in on these next ones, all right? Next one is a fun one. We're going back to the 90s,
Oh,
y'all.
God.
Take me to the 90s. Who here was not watching the World Wrestling Federation, right? Or
people who are watching WCW.
So is it WWF or the WCW until we ended up with WWE? Wrestling Championship. Wow.
I don't know what WCW
World
Woman Crush Wednesday. That's what it is.
World Championship Wrestling, maybe? I got to be close. Chat, help me out. All right, so WWF in the 90s. You got to go 90s, right? WWF, WCW. I'm WWF all the way.
World Championship Wrestling. I knew that. Gosh dang it.
I said it.
I knew that.
I win.
Charles
Anyways,
never watched
WWF.
wrestling.
No? So this was at the time like a Ford versus Chevy kind of deal. Like you loved one,
Nike, Adidas, Jeff Paul. It was like
wow. Just burn the bridges down. Burn them down, people.
Right before we go into a car with each other for 9 hours.
The whole time we're gonna be posting stories of us just like fighting each other. I love it.
Two brothers. It's actually not far off of reality.
Right? Then we're both gonna catch a 10-pounder when we get down there. Gosh dang it. All right, so WWF is running away. Absolutely running away.
As it should.
We're going to shut this one down, go to the next one. WWF, full-on win, as it should.
Someone
just better
said
stories,
it.
better wrestling.
Matthew Jones said it the best, okay? He WWF, and then he goes, but Goldberg and Sting carried WCW. People had a lot lower expectations of their TV.
Yeah.
And so WCW got away with murder, okay? WWF was head and shoulders above. It wasn't close. And it shows in the rankings, okay? 85-16 if you're an actual mathematic being here. WWF just a wash again here.
I love it. Extreme Outdoorsman, what's up? Put your vote in, my guy. Let's vote on these next ones.
Well, he can't. We closed it, Jeff.
No, on the next one. Never. All right. Still in the 90s, right? Let's go back to
ECW was the best? Tom Gross.
What?
My brother.
From another mother.
You need to go take a long nap. You need to eat a Snickers because you've made some poor decisions, and it's
or a fresh Reese's.
Like I went back there. That was good.
All right, so let's go to this next one. 90s television. Are you a team Full Houser or a team Family Matters? Ooh, Chaz, that's not this kind of show.
I was kind of neither, but I am way further in the team Full House.
Full House, something I grew up watching a lot, but I mean, Family Matters. You got Urkel, right? Like, dude, that was the tales the storyline.
Yeah.
He transformed into himself still, like Jaleel White, right? Like he became himself, but just like macho version of
look, you guys,
Urkel. That was so good.
It's Full House. Okay.
Full House is winning right now. Oh no, it's not. It is 50-50.
Why is
you
it
guys.
so close?
Come on.
They must not be able to hear.
Personally, I think I watched Family Matters more as a kid.
No,
I think I did.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me?
These are both. Let's be clear though. These are both mid-tier 90s TV.
Yeah, we didn't even go to the top, y'all.
Yeah, we didn't. This is from chat. This is mid-tier. People are saying Saved by the Bell. Yeah, Saved by the Bell would have crushed.
You guys, there were other shows at the time. I don't know.
No way.
But these are the two that were voting on.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, Family Matters.
No way. That's awesome. Okay, there we go.
Family Matters. We switched.
Dude, telling you, Urkel, Jaleel White, freaking the man.
Good Day Fishing goes, this feels more like a would you rather. Like, would you rather be dead or dismembered?
Whoa. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me think about it. All right, 52-48. We're going to do a, wow, Paul just lost his headphones. We're going to do a 5 count on this one. We'll shut this one down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great countdown. Chaz, close it. All right, next. So yeah, you got to deal with my countdowns. You guys can't handle them. Full House, 53%. Family Matters, 46%. Wow. All right, so we know Team Full House wins that one. Next. This one. I wonder how divisive this is going to be. Let's find out.
For me, it's not.
It's not for me at all.
I kind of want to change it. Can we change? Should we change it
to
something other than this one?
No, this is part of the big 3 or 4 or whatever. We're going anime, you guys. You know we're.
Yeah, but I have nerds. I've not watched Naruto.
Fine, we're adding a third one in. Ready, Chaz?
He already wrote it. It's too late. Chaz very mad. We changed it as he pushed the enter button. Okay,
all right, Dragon Ball Z.
The voting
versus
is
Naruto.
Yeah, DBZ, Dragon Ball Z. I'm assuming we're talking about the original series. We're not getting the GT or anything else.
Vegeta,
and Naruto.
Frieza, Cell.
Yeah. So for me, it's going to be DBZ over almost anything. I have no experience with Naruto. I just haven't had time to get into it. I'm somewhat familiar, but
I have mild experience, and I would tell you,
I'm not in it.
I don't know if it's the nostalgia or the animation style. Naruto has like some awesome fight scenes. Awesome. Dragon Ball Z
dramas,
Dragon
great,
Ball Z
but DBZ runs away with it for this guy, and it's just and it is 100%. It's only because of nostalgia. That's it. It was the thing happening when I was like 14. Like there was nothing else going on.
True. Naruto came out a little bit later, I think, but a lot later. Because DBZ came out in like the 80s, technically.
Yeah, it's old school.
Hang on, we got collusion in the chat. Josh VW says, if you don't know either of these, vote Naruto. Dude, don't you be pulling that stuff.
You can't just say that.
Wow, people are just holding back the vote because they don't know. Arthur,
that's
no,
fine.
Absolutely
that
not.
Checks out.
Does it, out. Paul? All right, Paul wants to vote on that. Let's go to. I guess we got Chaz. We're doing 1 with 3. We're doing it. We're going to this one.
He's got advance notice now, so he can handle it.
All right, so DBZ runs away with it. I love that. Thank you, DBZ fans. 62% to 37%. Next, so 3 options, and this kind of depends on where you live in the country. So this is a geography exam as much as it is like an opinion, I think. So pick one of these 3. When you have a carbonated sugary beverage, is it a pop? Is it a soda? Or is it a Coke? What do you guys call it? Very curious. Everybody calls it something different. I'm a pop guy myself. Grabbing a pop,
because everyone around me is a pop guy. I've taken to just saying soda, just to being contrary.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be this is split.
But like
well.
My soul wants to say pop, so I think the answer is pop. Like if you scared me, the word I would say unbidden would be,
what are you drinking? Pop.
Oh, shoot, Coke.
Coke. Oh no. I just love that, like, depending on where you are in the South, everything's a Coke, even if it's like not a Coke.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm very confused by that.
I get the idea of it, but yeah.
So somebody from down south who calls everything Coke, John Long, for example, or Carol Ferg, How do you know what's what? Rockablade says it's all Coke. So how do I get a Coke that's actually a root beer? How do I get a ginger ale Coke?
Be born in Kentucky and figure it out. I don't know what to tell you.
You ask for it by name, or you say I'm drinking a Coke, Chaz. So if I say I'm drinking a Coke, what do I get? I get a Coke, right? Okay. Explain.
No one knows
what
up, is happening. This conversation is very one-sided.
Mic up, Chaz. Tell the people.
Verner's or nothing. Nicholas Hubert is from Michigan. $100.
Caro Ferg says, "What do you want? A Coke? What kind of Coke?"
There you
so
go.
Like, if you
a root beer Coke, please.
Order a root beer.
Matthew Jones, you want a Coke? Yeah, grab me a Dr. Pepper.
Like if you wanted a soda, you wouldn't say I order a soda. You would name the soda that you want.
But then why are we even having this conversation?
But then if someone asks you what
because
drinking,
this is a Sprite, and I'd be like, well, I'll have a Coke. This is a great Coke. What are you talking
That's
about?
how it
Psycho.
goes. Like, if someone to ask
You're holding a Dr. Pepper, and someone says, "What are you drinking?" A Coke.
Instead of saying like a soda, say a Coke, because Coke is soda down there.
All right, Coke's got to lose this one. You guys get it? Like, this is crazy.
I know.
But
we need to do.
This is our hottest vote so far tonight at 57 votes, dude.
Yeah.
So you got to bring up the controversial stuff.
Everyone has an opinion. I've got one. So let's lock this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock it.
Oh, I think Soda squeezed it out. Last second Soda win?
Squeeze? What's happening? I think we need to add one in. We need to do Coke. We need to do Coke versus Pepsi.
Okay. Coke versus Pepsi.
And if you vote Pepsi, you have to say your name in chat so I can ban you.
If this isn't 100% to 0%, y'all are wrong. Coke versus Pepsi.
You're off your rocker. Like,
how many
Pepsi
crazies?
And why?
How many crazies?
It's already tight. What's happening?
What is happening? No way.
Again, what thin layer of sand are you standing on? Like you're on shifting ground. You have nothing. You have nothing to prop your body weight up with. Like, what are you doing?
Here's my example for this. If you guys go to Chicago, most of Chicago is like owned by Pepsi, right? So any restaurant you go
it's
to,
a dog fart of a city. I don't know what you want from me.
Any restaurant you go to, they're like, "What do you want?" We have Pepsi products. Every single joint, right? And I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life? So I would go out and go out and eat, and I'd be like, I guess nothing, and I would just get water because I didn't want a Pepsi. Oh, just
I don't look. It's so what about Mountain Dew? Like,
how?
I get it, but like
Mountain Dew's fine.
All Coke products just dump truck Pepsi.
Let me ask you this: mixes better with alcohol? I don't agree with that.
Who said that?
No, I don't agree with that. Coke is definitely better with alcohol.
Arthur, Mr. Blanda, you need to go check yourself in to somewhere. you need to get looked at. I think maybe your cataracts are acting up and you're colorblind. That's gotta be what it is.
This is more divisive than I
can't believe how tight this is. So here's the thing with me. You're at a wedding. Picture this. You're at a wedding.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Coke products or Pepsi products?
Coke. It's all day. 61% to 38%.
I think that's fairly definitive. I was looking for more. For more.
I thought there would be a bigger gap there. That is concerning, to say the least. All right.
I think I'm gonna need to take a break. I'm gonna need to take a step back. I'm gonna need to rethink some things. We
need to shut the channel down. That's what we need to do. All right.
I agree. I'm pulling the play.
I agree. All right. Let's get more divisive. I had 3 on here, so we're going back to the 3. You can't take that away from me. Or is this not my one that I wrote down? Maybe it's not.
I deleted Spincast because
I'm putting it on because I want to know these Pepsi drinkers. Probably, I'm just kidding. So, Chaz, we're doing the 3. Thank you. Spinning reel, casting reel, or a Spincast reel. You know, if you don't mention Spincast, somebody's gonna be like, "What about Spincast?"
Yeah, I didn't mention mosquito cannon either, but why isn't that in there? Like, it just doesn't make it's not related. Like,
what?
Exactly, it's not related. Like, it doesn't.
It is. All right. Anyways, chat, just vote on this. Casting, spinning, spin casting. We don't judge people here. Well, Paul does. I don't judge people here unless you drink Pepsi. Then get out.
I was about to say, you just ostracized 38% of the audience mathematically.
If we're nice now, they won't unsubscribe. All right. So like just stay with me. So Spincast has 2%. I was right. Somebody voted for it.
Someone voted Spincast. Is my dad in the chat? Good one, Joshua.
I don't know. I don't think my dad would vote Spincast. I think he likes casting reels now. He's more bait cast.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm nothing fancy, but he picked up, I don't know, whatever the basic Cabela's one is, Johnny Morris reel or whatever. He had one of those that he really liked. So I don't know. Casting, spinning, spin cast. You got to pretend like this is all you have for the rest of your life, people. Like, this is it. You throw away all of the other ones. What would you vote for?
Are you asking me or are you asking them?
I'm asking them, but I mean, I don't care what your opinion is.
There you go. Yeah, don't burn the bridges. Be a nice guy.
Yeah, no, not happening until November 11th. Then we'll be friends again.
It's gonna be. It's got to be casting, right?
I think it's got to be casting. Like, if I had to just throw everything else away, what do I have
still
the
get
most
BFS,
fun doing?
Thank God.
I still get BFS, right? So I can still ultralight. I think it's casting for me.
I agree.
I don't know. All right, well, Spincast reel, 1%. Let's go. 62% casting, 36% spinning. And not as split as I thought it was. I thought it would be a lot more like 50% down the middle spinning and casting.
This will be the last one. This next one.
You want to end on that one?
Well, I was gonna say, should we pick another one?
We could slow roll our way through a few while we do a schmiv away.
Okay.
We'll pick like our top favorite. You pick one, I'll pick one. And then we'll do a giveaway. So before we go to this next one, you guys, we're gonna do a couple more that we're gonna vote on for the night, and we're gonna do a schmiveaway for a $25 gift card to monsterbass.com. What did I?
Robert Stankiewicz goes, pee or poop. The biology of it. The sheer biology of it.
Oh my gosh. Let me get out with the rest of this. So there's a gift card on the line, you guys. You have to chat something in chat. You could say Robert Stankiewicz just gave you the idea. Like, you could say anything like that. Just be nice to each other and don't be
People
super
are
mean.
voting.
All right, so you guys vote on Robert Stankiewicz's, and then Chaz, you tally those up. I'm kidding. Don't do that. So we're gonna do this giveaway. And it's I'm with you. Team number 2.
Team 2.
Number 2 is number 1. Number 2 is number 1. All right. So we're gonna vote on a couple more things.
Someone said peep. I don't know what that is.
You know when you have Taco Bell, like, and you put a lot of that fire sauce on?
Team peep.
Team peep. And it's not the marshmallows from Easter.
This, that, or these? I'm going these. Peep.
This, that, or these. Poop or
God.
peep. Man, you guys, what a way to start wrapping things up. Let's get into our next vote. So the next one we're gonna do is the one that's highlighted, Chaz. So we're going finesse, people. Ned rig or drop shot. And no, poop baits are not a this, that, or these. It's not there. So Ned rig
these
or drop shot.
I would like to say that I'm team Ned rig, but the Ned rig can be supplanted by other things. So I think I'm team drop shot. The drop shot cannot be replicated.
It cannot be. Like, you're hovering a bait in the strike zone forever, permanently. It takes up resonance.
There's just nothing else that can do it. I don't know if I could give the Ned rig can be supplanted by like jigs.
True-ish. Not
exactly, but yes.
Not exactly. For a stand-up option, I'm still kind of team Ned. But like this time of year, drop shot is just crushing it. Like it just is. Like, I could catch on Ned rig too. I just find myself throwing a droppy like more times than not. I don't know.
It's hard.
It is hard. I love both of these, but you got to pick one. So I'd say
that's what makes it tough.
I'm going to go drop shot. Yeah, same. So drop shot for us, and it looks like drop shot's squeaking it out a little bit.
We're gaming the system. We're gaming the system. If it's which one do I like better, it's Ned rig.
Fair enough. Oh, what's up? So we got Army Outdoors 88N, who's been in the Snorlax crew for 31 months. That's a
freaking boss.
That's a long time. Appreciate you, fella. Says, what's up, fellas? Sorry I'm late to the game. Just got off work, heading to Lake Mojave this weekend after watching Matty Wong and Chris Zaldane fish the U.S. West Bass Championship. Wish me luck. Good luck, brother. You're going to go catch an absolute dang hog. I hope you do. I hope you have a great time, man. That's awesome. And we appreciate you. All right. So, Drop Shot Ned, 55% drop shot wins. Wow. 54 votes. So we're still getting good votes in here. Let's do another one, and then we're going to draw our Schmiv away, and then we'll probably close out with one.
Let's run one right now.
All right. We'll roll the giveaway then. Everybody's been chatting. I mean, they get hyped up voting number 1 or number 2. So, I mean, I think everybody got included at this point.
Number 2, number 1, number 3.
Teak speaks. You have won. First, prove that you're a human person, though. You have to say hello. So Teak speaks. Say hello in chat so that we know you're real. You got 2 minutes on the clock. But let's vote on something while we wait. And we'll be watching that chat to see if you are, in fact, a real person. And then we'll give you your Schmiv prize. Okay. So next one we're going to vote on. I think we have to do this.
I was going to say that's
I think we have to do it. So Chaz, BFS versus ultralight
Teak
spinning.
Says, hey.
Yeah, Teak Speaks is real. All right. Chaz is going to reach out to you, right, Chaz? Or do you want him to follow the instructions? Cool. Follow the instructions on the screen. Teak Speaks, and we will get you a gift card tonight for monsterbass.com. Congrats on that. And now we are voting. We want to throw down. Are you guys casting reel that ultralight? Or are you spinning reel that ultralight? If I had to pick one, it's got to be spinning, right? Like, I can't lie.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
No.
It's got to be spinning.
No. Yeah.
So on Chaz's vote here, ultralight versus BFS. Ultralight is spinning reel. Just to be clear, spinning reel. And BFS is the casting.
On that note, while we're talking about ultralight spinning setups, if you were looking for some last minute gift ideas for yourself, you could go purchase an Aggressively Average Anglers limited edition ultralight rod designed by us in partnership with Monster Bass at monsterbass.com. They're available for pre-order, and they are fantastic. It is a 6-foot ultralight that casts down to 1/32 of an ounce, up to 1/4 of an ounce, with an unbelievable scheme of paint on it: black, chartreuse, purple, with the Portuguese cork. It's a very nice looking rod, and it's only $90. So it is an incredible value, and I've been fishing with it quite a bit. It does work. It's great. So please go check it out.
And I haven't, because I don't have one.
You do.
Paul,
they are here.
Has gotten 4 in the mail. Also, on that note, your package was destroyed, and then Monster Bass got into our comments, and they were like, yo, this is not reflective of how our rod ships. So if you guys saw that video, that is straight from the factory to us so that we could get rod blanks in our hands so we could actually go fish with them to get some content done. And that's Paul was just doing a video. There wasn't anything to do with MB. They ship rod tubes. Oh yeah, wow. Just the hot takes, end of the show. Love it. No, so if you guys saw it, the package was absolutely destroyed. It was straight from the factory. That was hilarious. I'm glad none of them broke.
That has happened, and not a single rod has broke yet.
It's funny that today on YouTube Shorts, you posted that video we did of shipping rods, like the rod delivery, where we slam the rod tube down. That's literally what happens.
Back.
Yeah. It would be nice. All right, so ultralight spinning is crushing it, 65% over BFS. Not a gigantic margin, but a pretty good one. And I'm not surprised. Like you heard Paul and I say it, we feel the same way. We would probably have to go that route, wouldn't we? We did make a spinning
BFS is still cool and rod. Fun and awesome.
It is. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But you gotta go spinning. Okay. Pick one of the ones remaining.
Why? We got another one?
Yeah, do one more. We're gonna roll out with one more. Pick one.
Rolling out. I will pick. A whole bunch of these are.
Some we were gonna come up with chat, but you ended up getting chat to give us ideas. So go with one that's like this or that. We got one more for you guys, and then we'll.
Do we have another one?
Yeah, there's a couple more. We
We
could do this one or we could do this one.
probably leader.
All right. That's a fun one. Okay, you guys. Last one for the night, and then Paul and I are out of here because we gotta talk shop and strategize because we're driving down south next week. So leader line or no leader line? Nope, never ever. Good one, Chaz. It's leader line or no leader line. Are you one of the persons that agrees with smart people in fishing and says leader lines work, they're very effective, they get you more bites? Or are you one of the persons that would say placebo effect? It doesn't work.
One of my favorite people is the placebo effect.
The placebo effect.
The placebo defector. That should be like my screen name. Oh my god.
That should be your costume next year. Does that work? Placebo effect.
The placebo defector.
It's a placebo. All right, leader line or no leader line? Leader line is crushing it right now, as it should. 86%.
Yeah, I think so
14%.
Too. Is it close?
Y'all, I mean, if you spool up entirely fluorocarbon or entirely mono, I guess. But if you're going braid, you want a leader. Even if you're mono, like if you want to put the bait where you want the bait and you need it to sink down there, you want the fluoro. And we can't really argue with bite detection. Like it just works.
No, it
just works.
There's no arguing.
Chaz is arguing
Chaz is
right now.
Pointing like he's gonna make a point or something.
What do you got, Chaz?
Uno momento, por favor.
Yes, please unmute so that people can hear you. Go ahead, Chaz.
I received an email from a subscriber of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Are we having a conversation?
No, they can hear me.
Okay.
How did you get the name Chaz? I see that your email is Chad. And my name in chat is F7 Sandman.
Yep.
But I don't think that anyone has ever explained your relationship in your name.
No one explained Chaz? Is this person new to the channel?
First of all.
Because we've explained it a bunch.
What does that have to do with fluoro, leaders, or no leaders? Or mono?
Everything. Like fluorocarbon line, hang on, I got it. Like fluorocarbon line, Chaz is behind the scenes and you can't see him. It's invisible. That's the association. Anyways, reaching. At any rate, if this person would like to know the story of Chaz, we'll roll out with the story of Chaz. Chaz reached out to us out of the blue.
The air that is thin.
Yeah. He messaged me on Facebook and he was like, hey, you should do your show live because we weren't live at the time. It was like episode 20 or something. And then it was of the last iteration of the podcast. And he said, I'll run the show. We'll go live. And then we hopped on a call. And I was like, oh, you're a real person, not a psychopath that reached out to me on Facebook. And that was great. So I found out he was a real person. He was kind of cool. And then I got Paul on the line. And then we talked about going live. And then we ended up going live. And on one of those first lives behind the scenes, we just gave him the name Chaz because we started talking about him being like the Wizard of Oz, the guy behind the scene, the guy behind the curtain. Chaz. I think Chaz called himself the man behind the curtain. Are you sure Paul did that? So Paul said, you're the man behind the curtain, like Wizard of Oz. And then we put Chad and Wizard of Oz, Chaz. Oh, and it's all caps. It's a C0 underscore or CH underscore 0Z. That's what it is. There you guys go. Z for our Canadian folks. All right. That's all we got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, did we close this vote? Let's close that vote. Leader line wins. Duh. On to the next. So next week we are traveling. So I got to go to Paul's house late Wednesday night. We got to pack everything up. We got to leave early because we have to make a captain's meeting Thursday night. So we will likely, you know what? I'm just going to commit to it now. We are not going to go live next week. So we're going to skip next week. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I'll just tell you now. We're not doing next week. We will try to go live while we're down there. And we are supposed to go live for a podcast that weekend. Saturday night, right? Chaz is what we're aiming for. So consider the podcast moved from Wednesday to Saturday next week. We'll keep you guys tuned in. All right. We'll let you know what's happening. We'll make some posts while we're down there. We'll maybe do some lives on the way down too. So that's what we got going on. We appreciate you guys. Stay tuned to see if we can go live next weekend. And then the week after that, we will be back to our normally scheduled time. All right. So stay tuned for all the knucklehead bass business down south. It's going to be interesting when I beat Paul with the 10-pounder. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, you guys. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Chaz, take us out.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I want